Yeah, we're here at 25 years of the Quest Group, a major event, major milestone for the Quest Group, and we've done that together with our Quest franchise conference we have every year. So and we have these conferences every year that basically we talk about the next 12 months, where we see the market, where we see the future of the business in general, but also tacked onto it being this magnificent milestone. I think 25 years is a long time in business, and as we've been saying to our franchisees, it's 25 years is a long time, but and it's nice to reflect and look at some of the accolades and awards that the Quest brand's received, but it's actually the birthday of the next 25 years. So what are we getting ready for, and how are we going to grow into the years ahead?
If we look at sort of what's happening and where you've come from, a lot's happened in the last 10 years. You look at the last 25, the last 10, you've grown dramatically, and your forward numbers in terms of hotels coming online it's not slowing down for you.
No, and we've been very fortunate. I think one of the things that we've stayed very true to our customer base, and we're very customer centric with that corporate extended stay traveller, and understanding what they're doing, where they're growing, where they're going, has been the fundamental driver of that. So yes, we've had a great 10 years and we know the future's going to get better. But what we're seeing is that we're in an area that is undersupplied. And I think we've been talking that from an industry perspective, that demand is outstripping supply. That's going to continue to happen. There's not a lot of new stock out there. And we've been very fortunate that we've been developing for many, many years now. So we've got a pipeline of new developments continually opening. So we'll open in this calendar year, or next financial year, we'll open up another 8 properties. There's a few under construction currently that are coming out of the ground. And this is based upon the fact that we knew the market was there. So we're able to then foresee and understand where we need to be in those locations. But as we know, building a property in a location, you can't wait until you're full to start the next one. You've got to basically work out when the time's right to come in. And that's where we've seen that continual growth for Quest.
We look at 2020, everyone says 2020. Tourism Australia says 2020, everyone's using it. What's your goal for 2020, or by 2020?
Well, 2020 is not far away now. What we're looking at doing is, and we're on a growth path to basically within the next 10 years double the size of the group. So 2020 for us is just another year. It's the important that how we grow and the certainty of growth that we can deliver to the market. I think the challenge the industry has, and they keep saying we need X number of rooms by 2020, that's 6 years away. And I know for us, because we open up a lot of properties, to get an average property up in a reasonably good market takes 4. So I'm not sure when all these projects are going to start for we to get anywhere near a 2020. One thing is picking a number and saying this is where we want to be. The other thing is planning for it. And I don't believe you've got buy-in from governments, you haven't got buy-in from financiers, the institutional players. It's just a word that the industry uses now, 2020. Great. And I'd say by 2015, it's basically over because you can't achieve it. And this is where the Quest Group has always said, we don't talk about what we're going to do. We talk about what we've done. And we talk about the projects that we have opened. We talk about projects like at Melbourne Airport that we have started. We have dug a hole. They've got machines on the ground building. So when we hear a lot of the industry, we're going to go and do this, and we're going to open up all these hotels over here, and we're going to have all this expansion in WA. Where is it? If you haven't done it, don't talk about it, because what happens is you confuse the market. And what we need is a lot more local investment with our local players, and also some of our international players that are local, to invest in this country, to invest in the developments, so we can drive development. Because one thing that everyone agrees on is that demand is exceeding supply. And it's only getting wider. So this is not a thing that we're guessing. We're not saying, well, we're going to go and build the best hotel in Melbourne, they're going to come. We're saying Melbourne needs more hotels. And Melbourne's had probably the largest growth of supply. But where is the new hotel in Sydney? Where is the new hotel in Perth? Other than the Oman that'll open up shortly, where you've got a player like Adrian Finney, because he's done it before and built a lot of property for us back in the old days, understands it, prepared to take the risk. And a calculated risk, because the market's real.